Jessica Northey here, and this is the second of our epic day of Google Plus Twangouts, and then we're CMchat on Twitter, and we have Brandon Chase. But before we introduce him, I just want to say again, thank you, Jen Swirsky. She put this whole day together. She gave you Sarah Darling, Brandon Chase, Sarah Davidson, Whitney Duncan, Meghan Linsey, Ashliegh Lisset, Stephen Padilla, Two Story Road, and Audra McLaughlin from The Voice. That's a name. We'll come back and we'll talk to Brandon about The Voice. But Bethany, or you were going to introduce Brandon, or was Jen?
I got the not it thing from Jen, so I will do it. So we have Brandon Chase with us. He was on America's Radar. That started all when he was on season 5 of The Voice, and he was on the reigning team of Team Blake before his time was done with The Voice, but that just means he got to go and start working on his music career. So we're so excited to talk to you today, Brandon, and find out what you have going on.
Yeah, I'm so pumped to be hanging out with my first Google Hangout and my first Twangout for sure. So thank you guys for having me.
Yay!
Thank
you for having us, or thank you for doing this. I know. Thank you for having us in your interwebs.
Hey, no problem.
Where are you at? We always ask everybody, where are you and what are you wearing?
Well, you see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a shirt and got some basketball
shorts on
shorts
the red carpet, they're like, who are you wearing? So we're like, you're like all the Gap.
Nike and whatever this is. But yeah, I'm here in my house. I'm actually sitting on the floor because I've sold like most of my furniture. I'm about to be moving, so everything's crazy over here at my place.
Where are you moving?
I'm possibly moving to Nashville. So just kind of trying to figure things out right now.
Where are you right now? What city?
I'm in Dallas.
Oh, Dallas, right on. And so you went on The Voice. It was what season? It was not. Was it? Which someone's asking this in the stream. But what season were you on The Voice?
Yeah, it was season 5. They're on season 6 right now. So it was the season that just ended in December.
Danielle Bradbury season, right?
No, the season after Danielle.
That was. Who was that? That was
Tessa and Shannon one.
Tessa. You know what's funny is like I feel like we started CMchat about the same time as The Voice started, but we're at 3 years, but they do 2 a year, right?
Right.
Okay. And you were obviously
I'll just start running together.
I know it's hard to remember because
yeah.
But I mean, and typically because I'm country, I tend to gravitate more to like the country teams and the Team Blake, and it just seems like I'll follow that. And obviously, what was it like for you working with Blake Shelton? Was that an experience or what?
Yeah, definitely. Blake is awesome. He's so big too. He just didn't even seem like a real person. He was so tall and you know, he wears boots as well, so he's already like 6'5" probably, and he wears boots and he's like 6'7". It's ridiculous.
Well, you're in Dallas, right? Is that the boot capital of the world?
Yeah, I just got some brand new boots that are awesome by a boot maker here in Dallas. He made some for me, and I'm loving them. Jeff Bramhall.
Can we see them?
Yeah, if you give me a second, I gotta go run and get them.
Oh, no, you're so cute. Oh, you can go get him really quick.
All right, 1 second.
No, you can. I mean, whatever. I love this guy. Okay, while he's gone.
He's like, let me go get my boots.
Dude, let's talk about him while he's gone. Oh, my God, he is so cute. Look at him.
He is so cute. I know, right?
Jennifer, you probably got questions coming in, and you guys use pound CMchat to ask questions. Oh, look at this. Everybody started to say, what are your favorite songs you performed? I can't wait to see his boots. And we've got, what are your favorite go-to? Oh,
and then
look at Brandon. Wow, those are showstoppers.
Fancy.
I'm digging them.
Now, who made those again? Give a big shout out for your maker.
Jeff Bramhall. That's his company name, and he is really awesome because like after he gave them to me, he was like, I got chill bumps. He just loves making boots, and it's really cool to see that. It's kind of obsessed with it, but it's awesome. It's kind of it's like the way I do music, so it's kind of cool that he puts so much effort and love into what he does with his boot making.
I like that. Okay, so we have questions coming in. Somebody asked about food, but Tyler Winters is making fun of us about talking about you while you were gone.
What do you say?
Stuff. And she wants to know, Courtney Earhart wants to know, what's your favorite go-to food while you're on the road? And I love that question.
You know, lately I've been just like sticking to chicken. Like the chicken's my go-to wherever I'm at. Grilled chicken,
How hard is
pretty
it to eat
healthy.
when you're on the road? Like, where do you actually get to go eat? Just like,
Uh, you know, it just kind of depends. Usually my publicist has me so busy I don't ever have time to eat. But when I do have time, it's just kind of stopping by whatever is around and just running in and grabbing it real quick.
I love Tiffany. She's awesome.
Yeah,
She works hard.
she
Jennifer,
does.
I think you have some questions.
I do. Going back to The Voice, Cher mentored you. What was that like?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, you know, we walked into the room, we had no idea who it was going to be. They didn't tell us beforehand. We walk into the room, we see Cher, and it was just so crazy because, you know, in my opinion, out of all the seasons prior, like she was like the biggest name that had come on the show to be a mentor, and just getting to hear some feedback from her and hear her talk about the songs that we were doing and just the different advice she had. It was just really cool to be able to take something from an icon like that.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what it was. I would be like, to sing in front of Blake and Cher. I mean, I can't sing at all, but when you're singing in front of people iconic, and I know you have, I mean, the passion, but is that a little bit intimidating? A lot intimidating.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty intimidating. Like you want to do well, you want to like impress them, kind of, and there's a lot of pressure.
Is
But
there, right before you go on stage, is there like a feeling of a, like, in the nerves, like where is like the nerves end and then the thing kicks in? Is there like a perfect storm inside of you? Like how, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, totally. So like the whole time, like I was freaking out, like behind the door, and then walking up to the stage, I was still freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I was shaking all over. But it's really as soon as I stood, you know, where the microphone was, hit my mark. You know, there's a little X where you're supposed to stand, and as soon as I hit that, and everything was just really quiet right before the band started. That was kind of that calm in the storm, and everything just slowed down. And I was able to like reel in those nerves for 3 minutes or however long it was.
Wow. And it seems like I bet that seems like an eternity when you're up there. It goes by like that.
Yes and no. It just like time stopped. Like it seemed like a long time, but at the same time it seemed like no time went by at all. It was just kind of one of those moments that was just so surreal, and you didn't know if it was 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You know, it was just kind of one of those things that just felt like time didn't move.
What about, and I'm going to let Bethany jump in, but what about getting feedback from those guys when they're sitting there and these guys, these iconic people in those chairs, are telling you what they thought of what you just did? What's that feel like?
Yeah, it's crazy, you know, just technically having a conversation with those people, and it's like that in itself is really cool. And then to hear them talk about your passion, which is obviously the same as their passion, music, and them being successful at it, and like telling me, you know, what they thought about it and what they thought I could do better and what they thought I was really good at. That was just really cool getting that feedback from them who are established and really at the top of their field, each and every one of them. So it's just really cool getting to talk to them, period, but also, you know, getting that feedback from them was just a bonus.
We'll take one more question about The Voice because I want to talk about your projects. But I just saw one. Alana Clark Country wants to know: did you hope you ended up on Team Blake when you went into the thing?
Yes. You know, I knew, I was like, I want to be Team Blake for sure. Adam was like my second choice. Like if all of them turned around, you know. But I knew I wanted Blake. But at the same time, I said, you know, I really wanted to hear what they had to say. If somebody was really passionate and really saw what I felt like I wanted them to see in me, then I would, you know, go with them and be on their team. But Blake kind of really hit the nail, and everything he said, it was perfect. You know, saying that I was country artist through and through, and it was in my blood, and that just kind of sealed the deal for me.
Amen. Bethany, you go, girl.
Okay, so what I want to know from you, because I always find this interesting because people are very opinionated about it. So you get the serious question. you hear people who are in country music say that they feel like people who are on reality shows aren't actually doing the work that other musicians do to get the acknowledgement, to get the career. But I still think you have to prove yourself. But I want to know from you, how do you feel about that when that comment is made? Because you are working hard. You know,
yeah. You know, I'd say it's I thought that out of time as well, and I think it is true for some people. I really think it just depends on the person. I know myself. I can't speak for anyone else. I can speak for myself, and I know before The Voice there was years and years of hard work put into it. And I didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, I want to be on this TV show and it's going to make my career. You know,
Right.
I've been building my career, and The Voice was just another one of those stepping stones. It really, that wasn't the start. That's not the foundation. The foundation was years ago. You know, I've done the whole Jason Aldean song. What's the song called? Crazy Town, I think. Yeah. I've done all that. Cut my teeth in the Smoky Bars. I played at a dance hall for 6 months in a house band, and just worked my butt off playing 3 nights a week there and 3 sets a night, and on top of that, other shows during the week and on the weekends. And so there's a lot of work, and I worked before The Voice, and then after The Voice ended, it started even more, like even an overdrive of what I was doing previously, and the work really started there. And you know, I haven't stopped moving since this whole thing started, really.
Yeah, well, I think that's what happens too. Is I almost feel like, I wonder if you guys have to feel like you have to prove yourselves even more after the fact, because you do get those comments from people, you know, that, oh, well, you went up on a reality TV show. It means, you know, it's not the same.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing, and you know, you want to let people know that you're working just as hard as the next guy. Just because you're on a TV show, that shouldn't cripple your chances at all, because, you know, at the end of the day, we're all people, and we're all working towards the same thing, and you know, who's to say that one person works harder than the other just because they were on a TV show that gave them a good platform?
Well, there's definitely some solid talent that has come from reality TV singing competitions, so I think it'll be just fine. So congratulations for even making it on The Voice, and for everything that you're working towards.
Thanks.
Jen, I think there's some questions coming in because I'm seeing them in the stream, but I'll let you jump on the questions.
Yeah, I have one for you. You recently released your first single called One. How has the reception been from the fans?
Oh, it's been awesome. I've really loved hearing just everything that people have been saying about it. You know, they're listening to it over and over, and they're sending me screenshots of it on Spotify and Pandora, and playing it in their car and all that stuff. It's just been really incredible, and radio has been doing awesome with it. I'm really appreciative of how radio's picked it up and played it, and it's just beginning to spread like wildfire, and people are hearing my music, not because of The Voice, but because of my original music on the radio and that kind of thing. So it's been really exciting.
And there's some heavy-hitting songwriters on One, too. What was that like to get a song from them?
Yeah, you know, so really right when we heard this song, Cop Card had just come out. Keith Urban's album came out, rather. Cop Car wasn't yet a single. But when I first got Keith Urban's album, who is my biggest musical influence, I heard Cop Car, and I just fell in love with it, and just from day one. And I found out who the writers were on that song, and we got some songs from this publisher, and the first song we listened to was called One, and it had one of the same writers that was on Cop Car, and his name is Zach Crowell, and I was like, wow, that's really, really cool, you know, with that kind of relationship, because I just heard this song, it's amazing, and I wanted to find out who the writers were. Now we're getting a song completely unrelated, not connected at all, and it's one of the same writers, and then 2 other huge writers, Jaron Boyer and Randy Montana, and it's just really cool that I got the opportunity to record it.
Awesome. I know that we've got to wrap up right now because we promised these would be like 10-15 minutes, but Brandon, I want to have you back for a whole hour-long Twitter view.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys can follow Brandon on Twitter, but also BrandonChaseMusic.com. What is one thing you would want people to leave CMchat knowing about you?
Knowing about me, I really love my fans. I really appreciate every message, tweet that I get. It really means the world to me when I get encouragement from you guys, and And I love communicating with you. You know, if you know me, if you've tweeted me, then you've probably received a tweet back from me, because that's what I like to do. I like to be connected with you guys, and I want you to feel like you're a part of what's going on in my career, in my life. So thank you guys for your love and support.
Thank you, Brandon, for being here today. Thank you,
Yes,
guys.
thank you, guys.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back with Sarah Davidson from the Private Lives of Nashville Wives. So Sarah Davidson up next. Thank you, Brandon.